Tai Chi Paradigm for Parkinson's. It's been a long weekend. We had the 4th of July and so forth. So, with that behind us, we're going to carry on with this, with this class. It's going to still be on Tuesday and Thursdays at 11:15, right? It's 11:15, Lucien? Right. So it'll be 11:15 to 12, probably till September. We'll see if there's going to be any schedule change around then. So, anyways, we just have one week closing, probably between August 15th and the 22nd. But other than that, we should have classes each Tuesday and Thursday. All right, let's start off with our feet shoulder width, hands up like this. Turning 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Let's do it a couple more times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, hands here to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, hands up. We're going to do a little stretch downward. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 2, 3. To your left. 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 2, 3. To your left. 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 2, 3. To your left. 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, one more time. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 2, 3. To your left. 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hands on your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Cross. Hold your kneecaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Okay, center, hands on your waist, neck turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Tilt to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Circular movements down. Couple of times. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2. Center. Hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, spread your feet. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to turn the shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, back to center, shake it out. Okay, let's bring our feet together like this. A V position, hands on your waist. We're going to pivot on the balls of the feet. 1, 2, to shoulder width. Then we're going to spin back in. So there's a 90-degree angle there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, forward and back. Back to center. Turn it out. Listen, how's the following? Back to center. Turn. Forward and back. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. To center. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's try it again. 1, 2. Let's go forward and back a few more times. 1. So we have to alternate the knees. So this is the Tai Chi leg work. And then we're going to go to the other side. We'll try that again on this side. Forward, back, forward, and back. Okay, back to center. Okay, deep breathing again. Hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, now we're going to do the silk reeling exercise. So we're going to go like this. Hold the ball and go forward and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Okay, the other side. Forward and down and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. 1, 2, lean forward, 3 and 4. Sit back, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's kind of cycle through a few more times. Smooth it out if you can. Okay, good. Shake it out. So the important thing is try to get your hands and legs working because it's really building coordination. So I usually use the Tai Chi Paradigm drills to develop integration of body, but it's also to prevent, age-related degeneration, which is usually lack of coordination. Usually as you get older, walking, balance, falling. These are all things that happen a lot when people are over 60. But the thing is, how do you prevent that? So a lot of it is learning to relax, letting go of the joints. So this is something that, a lot of times people with Parkinson have a lot of rigidity. So how do we overcome some of the rigidity in the body is to move. My arms are stiff like this. How do I get them to bend? I have to first fold the elbow. So learning to fold the elbow helps you relax the arms. Now, the knee and the elbow are similar joints. Now the knee, it supports your weight, so it's best to support your weight when they're straight, but then letting them fold is how you relax the knees. So you have to have an action between folding and unfolding to create motion. So learning to relax the knees helps you become more stable, but at the same time, you have to let your ankles relax and your hips relax so you feel more flexible in the legs. Because that's part of the problems with the rigidity and stiffness when you maybe stumble. If you lock up and you're stiff, when you fall, you're going to crash. So you really want to learn to release the tension in the body completely. So it allows you to have a better reaction and response time. But sinking the elbows and relaxing the knees is something that we have in many of our exercises. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, cross the arms like this, and then we're going to open. Cross and open. Cross and open. Cross and open. So this is palm out, this is palm in. Cross and open. Cross and open. Now we put one foot forward and we open. Now only this one will stay like this and this one turns out like this. So cross and open. Cross and open. Cross and open. Okay, we'll do the other side. Now we're in the cross position, open, cross and open, cross and open, cross and open, 1 and 2. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing. Deep breathing. And exhale. Okay, now we're going to stand in the shoulder width stance. This is called preparation. So sinking the elbow and bending the knees. Okay, down. Okay, next we're going to do a lower hoop position. Okay, shoulder height. So just hold and relax the position. This is a circle. Clear your thoughts, hold the position. Elbows down. Now we're going to lower. Palms down. Extend. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, hands like this. Okay, let's wave the hands like clouds. So this is cloud hands. So if you have a little trouble with this, we have these two circles. So it's really these two. And then we're going to do one at a time. Now we're going to blend it. This goes up. When this goes down, this goes up. When this goes down, this goes up. This goes down, this goes up. And you cycle through. Okay, that's the cloud hand movements. Now we're going to bring the hands down here. We're going to make a big circle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this will free up your shoulders. Relax the shoulders, make big circles. It actually works even your shoulder blades. Okay, stop. Okay, shake it out. Deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we want to sort of loosen this up and get it to move to avoid some of the rigidity. So we're going to do a few shoulder rolls if you can. The circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple more. 1 and 2. Okay, now let's let our arms swing. So you press, release, exhale, inhale. Breathe through your nose. And stop. Hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, good. So let's shift our weight from side to side. So this is just getting used to carrying your weight on one leg at a time. Now let's bring it over. Let's bring it over. Okay. Now once we shift over and we're here, we can actually take a step forward and forward. So you go to the heel and the toe, and then you would rock back and forth. Okay. So now we're going to tie it with the hands. We have this movement going forward, and then the opposite side. Shift your weight, and then switch. Okay, so we're maybe using the mirror is easier. We shift, so we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, switch the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to step back a little bit. So we're going to try a few sets of these because we have to get some practice in, because if we just run through them, you may not be familiar enough with them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to step. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to shift and step. 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 If you go backwards, it would be the same coordination, but that might be a little bit difficult. Let's just work the frontal direction, because that's the direction generally we're hitting when we're walking. So if you twist your body a little bit like this when the arm swings, that will actually help you free up the torso a little, so you're a little bit more limber and agile as you start to step. So the important thing is getting your torso kind of moving as well. Right? So let the arms go. And then you're going to let it go. 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's something you can practice just walking forward. Then you can actually turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to turn. So if I walk this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, center, and feet together, and turn. So remember how we turn from right to left? When the feet are together, you can turn 90 degrees or 45 degrees. That takes you in that corner. When the feet are together, pivot 45 degrees or 90 degrees, depending on where you are. When the feet are like this and they're parallel, I can turn this one 45 degrees and I shift, put my weight on the right leg and take my step. I go back to center. I'm going to turn this way 45 degrees and take my step. 1, 2, 3. So just remember this, that if we're standing with our feet parallel like this, and I'm going to go to that direction, turn the side that's the direction you're headed in first, and then turn. Okay. Now when we're here, we can turn back here 45 degrees, then turn here 45 degrees, then turn here 45 degrees, then we'll go the other way 45 degrees. So that is the simplest to pivot 45 degrees. The bigger turn is when we turn like this. That might be a little bit more flexibility in the hip, but you have to make sure you can pivot. Now, which foot do you pivot? Well, if I have weight on this foot, obviously that's not the foot to pivot. You pivot the foot that's unweighted. If I have weight on this side, I pivot this side. Okay, so that's something to practice a little more so that you would know that when I turn on the heel and then the toe. On the heel and the heel. Okay, heel and then the toe, toe and then the heel. Heel and then the toe, toe and then the heel. Heel, toe. Okay, pivot, heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So pivoting on the ball of the foot or the heel. Just go to the right. Let's do the right just a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. Going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a transition to the corner. This is a transition 90 degrees. So we're like this, and I wanted to do the 90-degree turn. I can actually do it like this. We actually have that transition in the Tai Chi form. So we go like this, we turn like this, there's 90 degrees. Okay, so I would pivot my back foot first and then the front foot to get 90 degrees. If I want to go 45 degrees, I just pivot the front foot or the right foot. Okay, we got that? 1, 2. That's the same foot in the same direction. If I want to make a bigger turn, I can actually turn like this. And that takes me 90 degrees. So that's something that you have to understand and play around with. So when I go like this, I'm pivoting, point my toe in that direction, and I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I turn in this direction, I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I turn in this direction, I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I turn this direction, I'm ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn in that direction. So always pivoting the foot on the same side. So I just made a complete rotation that way. If I'm turning there, I would just go like this. 1, 2, 3, feet together. That's the simplest way to pivot, because once your feet are spread like this, then it's going to be a lot harder, more difficult to pivot a lot. So keep your feet in this position, and we can pivot easily from there. Now, if I wanted to be a bigger turn, I'd have to turn this back foot and then the front foot. Follow me? If I'm here, I'm going to go in that direction. If I want to make a full turn, I do the opposite foot, and I start heading like that. Okay, so this, which foot you start with does make a difference. So if it makes sense to you, you always work on the same side that you're going toward. All right, so that's something you can practice just to get familiar. You can do that, throughout the day, just practicing, this idea. We've done it here. There's that pivot, and there's this pivot, and that pivot. Okay, deep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's do carry tiger to the mountain. So we have the lower hoop. We're going to go all the way up. This is just getting some patterns built into your system. This is upper hoop, cross the forearms, and lower hoop. Upper hoop, cross the forearms, and lower hoop. Upper hoop, cross the forearms, and lower hoop. Okay, so this is carry tiger to the mountain. Then we have the infinity sign, which is this. So infinity sign is a figure 8 on its side. So the hands go in and out, in and out, in and out. So this is just waving the hands, but you relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders kind of go out and in like a conductor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to form the fists. Form the fists. We work the wrists, and we work the elbows and shoulders because we're punching out like this. Not a lot of strength, not a lot of power. You're just trying to develop a motion. 1, 2. 1, 2. We roll the wrists roll the fingers in, form the fist, and punch. Roll the hand in and punch. Okay, let's bring the hands together. Here's your center line. Strum the lute. So strum the lute is finding that center line. You have one on each side, right and left sides. Okay, we have the right and left side there. Then we have the thumb up position, palms together. Okay, maybe I'll do it in the mirror again. So we have the thumbs up position, palms together. Alternate the shoulders. And a few times. Now let's get to the other side. Thumbs up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, you see, so just alternating the shoulders. So that's important because the vertical line, which is elbow down, and the horizontal elbow is key to making arm transitions because it's elbow out and elbow down. Okay, good. Now, how about this big circle that we did before? It can be this big, or it can be this big. So we're going to use the middle one, the one that's like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. Counterclockwise, clockwise. Okay, so that's 2 circles. Kind of keep those in mind because we're going to use those 2 circles later on. Okay. So with the divert and block and form the fist, that's actually a posture. Vertical position, that's actually a posture. This is a transition. Okay. This is the raising of the hand. This is the bending of the waist. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's called raise the hand, stork flaps wings. So we're just lifting the hand up to here, bend from the waist, and make a circle. Once we make the circle, that stops and we're complete there. Okay? And this is the vertical hand again. So let's do this footwork with a couple of movements. So we have the vertical, the horizontal, pull down, and push. Those 4 movements. You have vertical, horizontal, separate the hands. 1, so both palms are down, inside hand up as you go here. So that's a push. On the other side, you have the horizontal, separate the hands. You see my palms are down, inside hand up, the right hand goes up, and I push. So there's 4 movements. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the other side is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Have that? Vertical, elbow down, horizontal. Okay. Bring it to the left corner so it crosses the body and comes over the shoulder to the right. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have vertical, horizontal, 1, 2, 3. Vertical, horizontal, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So see the triangle? See the triangle? Okay, so that's the push. That's roll back, so that's slanting like this, and push. Okay, so we're going to do it in the right and left side in the mirror first. 1, 2, forward, back, and forward. Let's do the other side. This is your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that I didn't bring the other hand into it. So we're going to specifically so that we can learn one side, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook your wrist, turn, get to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. Vertical, horizontal, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Vertical, horizontal, 1, 2, 3. That's your triangle. Hook your wrist and hook your wrist. Okay, let's turn this way. Wait, which one? Left side, vertical, horizontal, 2, 3, and hook. Go to the other side. Right side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what that is, we have a right and a left side. So grasp the sparrow's tail. 1, 2, 3, 4 is that. Now we put both hands together. We have 1, 2, inside hand up, 3. So that's inside hand up here. Hook. Now we're going to go to the other side. Switch to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and push. Now I'm going to put them together. This is strum the lute. 1, 2. This is press. Roll back. Inside hand up. So between the two hands, they're doing this. And depending on which is the dominant side. So that's a push. That's a triangle. That's a circle. Lower circle. Middle circle. Upper circle. Okay. So remember, upper circle, we have this. When we raise the hand, we just use one of them. We bend from the waist. Stalk, flaps, wings. And we have this hand that comes up. Now you have stalk, flaps, wings. Double up like this. Okay, let's try that again. So we're here, right? Neutral position, forward. Okay, you're going to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is stalk, flaps, wings. So it's the same position as when we come up like this. When we cross the arms, we're like this, and we'll lower the hoop, we're like this. Okay, so those are actually grasp the sparrow's tail postures that's in the first segment of the form. And I did the right and left side for you, so we have a drill. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go and you turn. We'll go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and we're here. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go to this position. This is called preparation. And preparation, because I think we should do a little sequence anyway so we can not just do drills. This is the Tai Chi Opening Movement. Now we have to step up on the left side and get the vertical and press forward. But we're not going to do grasp the sparrow's tail just yet. We're going to turn the corner. So see how my heel turned? And then I flip the hands, move this foot in, then I move it out. And here's grasp the sparrow's tail right side. So it goes 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's 4. Hook your wrists, and we turn back to the front. And we go into the stance, single whip. Okay? This side goes in, this guy's over the top, hold the ball. Okay, adjust your feet, diagonal flying. Shift, step up, press forward. We just did this earlier. Okay, raise the hand, bend from the waist, stork, flaps, wings, get to here. So that's that whole frontal section, and I actually have it mapped out for you. If we didn't map it out, we just showed the frontal view, we'd be like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back. Now we toe out, step up, switch to hands, and grasp the sparrow's tail. 1, 2, 3. We hook the wrists. We end up in this corner because that's what we did over here. We ended up in this corner. So we're in this corner. We're going to open the stance to single whip. Hold the ball. Now we're here. We lean to one side, the left side, and then slant up like this. Okay, now we're going to move over, step forward, and go to neutral position, horizontal like this, and you press. And then we'll move up. We're here. Raise the hand. Bend from the waist. Stork, flaps, wings. And we're here. So you can see that there's a method to the madness. We go through all these drills to build some understanding. We build some spatial awareness and some coordination. And then we do a lot of this shifting of weight, relaxing of the joints, and patterns. Building patterns in space because, Parkinson's is a motor skill disorder. So you want to actually build more movements in the body so you're more familiar. Because if you don't move, your body will forget how to move. And that's really, and if you never learned how to do some of these movements, which most people haven't done Tai Chi, you're not familiar with the movement, so you really have to start from zero and then begin to build some of these concepts. But as you build these concepts and the body becomes more aware and maybe build, I call it body intelligence, that we learn things here, but we don't realize that what we learned in movement is still learned up in here. So we really have to use your mind and your brain and the neurons, the motor neurons up here to create these movements. So if we don't create these movements, how will we know? So if we don't know, then that's could be very discouraging, or even your confidence level will go down if you're not aware of how to move. So just going to this position and taking your first step, is already learning how to take a movement forward, which is really footwork. Walking is footwork. Running is footwork. When we shift our weight and go backwards, that's footwork. When we pivot and move, that's footwork. We don't think of it as footwork when we generally, we just say, that we can walk. But actually, it's a strategy of how to, you go, if you're playing a sport, it becomes footwork. When you're just walking, it's just something you take for granted. So it's something that it's really a training. Learn to shift your weight, learn to move your limbs, your appendages. They're designed to do something, regardless of what it is. Your hands are designed to do certain tasks. Your legs, the task for legs is actually to support you and to take you from point A to point B. To move around your house or to go to your car, to drive. Actually driving is something that requires a tremendous amount of coordination, motor skill. You have dexterity in the ankle to step on the gas, so you have to feel how much gas you're using. You have a hand-eye coordination where what you see and what you do with the arms is steering you in a direction. So take yourself out of the car, what do you have to do? You have to move your body as if we're steering ourselves in a direction, and then controlling that. And how do we do that? The mind directs. The mind is the director, and the body will follow, right? So, and then you can use your mind, and you just say, I'm going that way, or I'm going that way. Okay, so that's really the strategy. I just went through the opening series of the form, which is actually 1, 2, 3. Then when we step up, we have our left foot forward, and the hands go up. Then we go horizontal, and we press. Okay? If I stepped out and stepped up, and I flip my hands, and I go to the other side, and I go forward, that's the left to right side. And if I continue 1, 2, that's grasp the sparrow's tail. And then if I turn over to this corner and hook my wrists, so this is a lot of information that we have to program into the body, because that's what we're doing. We're programming these movements, building, just like you would do building a network of things in a computer. It's building a file of information that we use to create all these little actions, stalk, flaps, wings, here. So what's happening up here is telling this to do this to do this, but in a certain order. I mean, it's much more complicated than that, but that's basically what's happening is you take a movement, you take the information, I'm feeding you these different ideas of what there's shapes, that you're shifting your weight, and you're moving, and you're building all this stuff in the body so you can train or build the understanding. And part of building that becomes a consciousness, a mindfulness of what you're doing. So you're aware, you're mindful of the action, and you're mindful of what you're getting your body to do as a response. The mind says do this, and then the body does that. So it just happens. Okay, so when we're here and we go to shoulder width stance, whether it's like this, so we see what we just did there? When we start the form off, we're going to do that and then this. So we're here. Now I'm going forward and back. Forward and back. So that's simple enough, right? So if I go forward, let's hold that. Go back, turn, step up, switch feet, switch hands, forward and back, right? Here, forward. Now this time going back, let's bring the hands here. Let's bring the hands across, but look at what my hand did. I turned. Now the hands are opposite like that. You see in the mirror? And then I hook. Now let's turn this foot out to the corner, but we have to shift the weight so we can go to here. Okay, now we're going to reach out to here, pivot on the heel of the foot, and then bring this across so we're here. Now we're going to bring the palm side in and down. Bring this hand across and level. And we shift. Separate the hands on that slant. We shift again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And relax. So you can see there's no position there that we haven't actually reviewed as a unit, as a separate piece. One hand movement, one vertical, one horizontal, one vertical, one horizontal. The palms going down from here to here, they can follow each other like this, or they can separate and push out like this, so they can come down and they can go up like that. So look at the different hand positions that we have. You have vertical, center line, horizontal, straight, square, down, out, down, up. Okay, so those are combinations of positions, and that's all we're doing is mixing and matching those combinations. Triangle, circle, square. Square slanting, square pushing, square angular center line, palm up, and the palms go together. So when we go like that, just open the book, just spread the hands. That's all it is. Just open it up. That's the one that comes from here. We bring it back together. We're in square 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and that's it. So you have all these angular positions, forward, back, right, left, center, all of these positions. You get your body recognizing them. Center line, palms up, palms out, palms in with the elbows out, okay? Palms out, pulling down, push out, straighten, right? Straighten, down, bring the hands up, and you poke toward the center. They're just manipulation of your palm to change different directions, but it's actually your whole arm, your whole upper appendage. Okay, so those are some things that you should kind of understand before you can kind of pull some of these movements together. All right, so let's do a few forward. That's the circle I talked about earlier, clockwise. We're going to right foot forward. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go backwards, counterclockwise. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got that? So let's see if we can get that to be a continuous drill. We're going to walk in a diamond. You know what a diamond is? It's like this. It's a diamond shape. So it's 4 corners, angled slightly with a tip there. So we're going to walk to that corner, okay? Let me see if the dots, we don't have enough dots, so. Okay, so I'm going to walk to that dot. I'm going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, here, okay? And then I'm going to turn 1, 2, 3, here. And I'm going to go to that spot right there. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to turn 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go to that front corner. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you go forward with your right. Now when I'm here, I'm going to put my heel over there. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to bring my toe over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring my heel over here. 1, 2, 3. So that's backing up and turning the corner. So all of this is building some awareness of how to move in directions. Now that might be a little bit complicated for you, but I think that's part of some of the Tai Chi footwork that we have that will help you build some mobility and agility. So that's pretty interesting that, that footwork would be something you can probably build on. Now, one of the things that happens is that's similar to like dancing or ballroom dancing. They move around in the floor. So if we learn to move forward and we learn to move backwards, then we learn to move forward, then we learn to move backwards, and then change directions. And you're coordinating it with the hands. Now, if you're going forward and you reverse the hands, that would be a little complicated. So this one, just go constantly in a clockwise directions with the arms, and you just kind of coordinate your hands like that. Because if you have to reverse the hands, that actually gets a little bit too complicated. But we're going to build off of these leg work things and build the sequence going forward, because we've spent a lot of time explaining the exercises to you. It's been probably a couple of months working on that. So even though there might be some newer people, I don't want you to get stuck on just the same material. I want you to build some, agility even up here, so that you could see some different techniques built into what we're already doing. So I think it's about time. So I think on that note, I'll see you Thursday. We'll still work the footwork. We'll do those walking drills. All of those are really good for mobility, learn to turn the corner and so forth. So, you can go to YouTube, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. The more people on YouTube, the better for us. We just need the support. It's the CCMAA channel. A lot of videos there. You can view them all, but specifically for the ones that you need or that you've been building on, it's the Tai Chi Paradigm for Parkinson's. And, I'll see you Thursday. Same time, 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.